Hey guys, my name is Tyler, and I wanted to take you on our TTC journey, starting with my husband's vasectomy reversal. So, we currently have two daughters, and they are 7 and 9. We decided that, backing it up, as soon as he got his vasectomy done, our youngest daughter was 10 months old, and she had colic, and it was just, our girls were 18 months apart, and it was baby and baby, and it was a very intense couple years, and so we were like, we're done. You think at one point in your life that you're done, and then you decide later down the line that you want more. So as soon as he got his vasectomy done, we instantly regretted it. Mainly me. I'll take credit for that. But so we waited like a week or however long until he was healed, and then we instantly started trying again just in case there was anything left. There wasn't, sad to say. So with that being the case, we kind of put it on the back burner, like, okay, we're not having any more kids, because I didn't think that we'd ever be able to afford to have a reversal. Flash forward to 7 years later, anytime anybody would ask me, like, what would be like your biggest regret in life or things like that, like, I just always felt like having more kids was in our future, and not having more kids would have been my biggest regret. So I was able to really, sit down and discuss it with my husband, and we had a lot happen to us in the last couple years, and we were able to afford it, and B, we were able to realize that, like, how important, I guess, family really is to us, and how important the kiddos are. And we just I just feel like being a parent is where I excel most in life. So I just want to just keep expanding that. Being a mom is just my dream. Like, I just love it. And my husband is the most amazing father. Sincerely. I know everybody says that, but, like, hands down, he's phenomenal. So the fact that, we both really, really enjoy all stages of life through the children that we've had so far, and our oldest is about to be 10, our youngest is about to be 8. We're like, if we don't do it now, like, are we ever going to do it? I just turned 30, my husband's 34, so we really just sat down this year, and we were really contemplating everything. So I think it was like September. No, it's probably in October where we really decided that this is what we wanted to do. So I called around all the doctor's offices and got all the prices to see if it was even, like, something that we could afford. And a lot of people are able to find it more affordably. You can travel to different doctors who do the procedures. In my research that I've done, I've noticed a lot of them mainly do the VV. And I was terrified that if we spent all that money and did the VV and my husband needed the VE, that, it just wouldn't have worked, and so that kind of scared me a little bit. But I've read so many amazing stories from all the people that have seen several different doctors that do that. And it turns out my husband only needed the VV. So we spent about $10,000 or so, and we were able to stay locally. Lancaster Urology, which we're from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, was where we went. And they just so happened to get a new doctor in there who specializes in reversals, vasectomies and reversals. And so that was just, like, so exciting for us, because we were like, this is amazing. And now, prior to that appointment, I also went to my doctor to get checked, because I wasn't sure if there's anything that I needed to do prior. I was on the Depo-Provera shot. Obviously, my husband had a vasectomy, so it wasn't for the birth control side of it, but it was, my cycles were very intense. They were very, very, very painful. So I was just on it kind of just to minimize the pain as much as I could. And now looking back on it, I wish I never would have been on it. However, we'll get to that in a different video. So we were able to eventually schedule my husband's appointment on November 26th. It took that long because they had, like, this doctor was new and he wanted certain, like a certain team set up there and certain tools and everything. So, and my birth control wasn't going to be out of my system until November anyway. So while we were eager to get it done, prior to that, we were obviously willing to wait. So November 26th rolls around, and it was a long procedure. I want to say it was about 6 hours. We found somebody to watch the kiddos, which was awesome. We're so thankful for that. That way they didn't have to stay with me in the hospital and all that fun stuff. So they took my husband back, and then the doctor would call out, well, one of the nurses would call out to the waiting room and let me know, like, how the one side went and then how the other side went. And then after the whole procedure, the doctor came out and talked to me. And they ended up finding sperm on both sides, which was so encouraging. I was just ecstatic because I was really fearful that we would go through this and then there would still be nothing. And now we were both, you know, kind of at the point where, like, if it's meant to be, it will be. And if it's not, then we have 2 amazing children, and we're so blessed to have them. But in our hearts, we desired more. So, with that being the case, yeah, the doctor came out and talked to me, and he said everything went smooth. We were supposed to wait about 3 months and then get the semen analysis done. So we did that. Now, the recovery for my husband, it was definitely different from the vasectomy. The reversal is way more intense. And he had an incision on both sides, and they had him, like, the doctor said that they'll send him home with, like, a jock strap of some sort, but he said, go ahead and get one that's, like, fitted for you. So I ordered one off of Amazon. And I also ordered him, like, really, like, fitted underwear, so that way that would hold it up as well. And so we had all of that prepared, and he constantly had, like, an ice pack that he would switch on and off. Sometimes it might be green beans, and then we would make them for dinner. I'm just kidding. But it was funny because I would use green beans, but then I'd refreeze them, and then, or peas, or whatever we had in the freezer at that time, because they were just able to move. Some of the ice packs that I had were too, like, heavy for him, and so yeah, we ended up using a lot of those as well. So he was out for a full 9 days off work, off everything. I want to say for, like, the first 7 days he literally did nothing. He sat in bed and rested, because I was like, look, we just spent $10,000, like, just take this as, like, a long overdue vacation in bed. Just watch whatever movies you want to watch, I'll make you food. Well, you know, he just rested. And then the next couple of days he was kind of preparing to go back to work, so he would get up and do some things here and there, and that was nice because he was really able to heal. So the healing went well. And then we were actually, it was 3 months later, December, January, February, yeah, it was February, we got his semen analysis done. And they ended up calling us, like, 3 weeks later. But I looked on our portal, like, we have, like, a online portal that you can look at. And because I was on all these different sites on Facebook and stuff for vasectomy reversals, I was able to look at his results and know ahead of time that they looked good. They weren't perfect. I don't think anybody's ever come back, like, flawless, but they were amazing. So the doctor ended up calling us while we were on the vacation and said, you guys are good to go, and that, yeah, we shouldn't have to contact him again unless we need the vasectomy done again, which we will not be doing. We're trying to keep those lines open, hopeful for the future for some more children. So that's just a little tidbit on the reversal. Just wanted to give you some information from how that went, and then I'll make some more videos about the Depo shot for me and our TTC journey. So thanks so much for watching.